Maybe. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You're watching Live with LWL Lindsay with Love. Today is October 31st on a Thursday, 2024. Welcome to the chat. How is everybody doing today? Oh, it's just a joke. I see. Welcome to the chat. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Christina, welcome to the chat. Marsha, thank you for the baby ghost. I appreciate you guys. I'm already at half of my goal. I was just like, 11's a good number. Baby ghost is. Did you hear that? Does it make noises? Oh, maybe it's my, I was like, what was that? It's on my end. I hear it. Yes, waiting for TikTok to let me see you. Hey, Elsa, welcome to the chat. Yeah, you know what? Thank you for the Corgi VIP demo. I appreciate you lighting up my gift gallery and being a title gifter. It wasn't TikTok, you guys. Actually, I logged on and literally instantly, everybody was already in my chat. Like it was a second. And I was like, holy cow, this was really fast. It was me. It's me. Hi. Isn't that what Tay says? I'm the problem. It's me. Yeah, I was having serious camera issues. I don't know what was going on my end. My camera was like not working, my webcam for YouTube. So I had to like disable, re-enable, all these things. It's magic. Marsha, yes, it is. Welcome to the chat. You guys, I've had a great morning. I'm excited to share with you that our Rife machine did arrive yesterday. After all the drama of the night before, we got another notification from UPS that said the machine would arrive between 4:15 and 8:15 yesterday. And even the night before, my partner called and was like, look, where we live, there's like a locker system on a different floor, and then there's our building on our door on our floor, and they're meant to come if it's signature required. Like we're obviously not sitting in the mailroom waiting for somebody to show up, right, for 4 hours. And the person just put the note on the locker, and my partner was so upset. He's like, it's the principle. Like, why did they not come to the door? We were home, we were waiting, blah, 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 blah. Good morning, Samantha. So he called and let people know what was happening. And yesterday was the day we got the machine. He was so excited. It was so cute. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, good morning, user 465828286633660. Good morning. Welcome to the chat. If you guys don't know what the heck I'm talking about, it is called a Rife machine, and it's a frequency machine. It basically comes with these 2 coils of copper, gold, and silver. I don't know. We got the best of the best of these machines. So ours, I think, is copper, gold, silver, something like that. Anyway, whatever. Good morning. Well, it's your first time here. Well, welcome. We chat all things energy, astrology, healing, living your best life. So if you have questions, please drop them in the chat. Good morning, Samantha. Welcome back to the chat. Good morning, you guys. By the way, really quickly before I go into this machine story, all of these zodiac predictions, the channeled messages are posted. It was a good time this month. I feel like I just really moved through them quite easily, which makes me so happy. And today I will be working on horoscopes, you guys, for like actual looking at the stars. VIP Erin is in the house looking at the stars for the month of November. So you guys, Samantha, thank you for the follow. Can't wait to see Sagittarius. Rebecca, for the prediction, the channel messages is posted. But if you are looking for the horoscopes, then it will be posted today or tomorrow. I'm doing 6 today. Fingers crossed, you guys. It's a big goal. I haven't even started looking at the planets. So it's a big goal to be doing 6 today, but I think I can get it done. And then 6 tomorrow. Manifesting large sum quickly. What method do I recommend? There is no exact manifestation method. Trust that it's on its way to you. I just received a fragment. Amazing. I talk about this often, and I actually received like downloads about this. There's no manifestation formula that works for every single soul because your energy is so different. So what works for me is different than what works for you. But what I would say is, obviously, welcome to the chat. What I would say is trust that it's on its way to you, and remind yourself that you are co-creating with God, Source, Universe, Creator, whatever you call it in this channel. We call it anything we want to call it because that's what spirituality is, right? There's no constructs, there's no limiting beliefs. Thank you for the baby ghost VIP, Erin. Oh my gosh, my goals basically already met. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. So I hope that helps. June Cancer here. Welcome, welcome. If you guys are interested, Chrissy, thank you for the follow. You guys, I'm just catching up in the comments. If you are interested, Marsha, thank you for the baby ghost. If you're interested in the Fast Money Report, get yours today. Did we meet our goal? You guys are so sweet. Now what does one do? Reset my goal? I'll let you guys decide that. Fresh Prince of Blair, welcome to the chat. I love that name. Thank you for the follow. If you are interested, get your Fast Money Report today. I'm currently quoting around a beginning of November wait time for astrology reports. So if you're interested, that report is only $44. It's 7+ pages of information about you, how you receive money in this lifetime based on your natal birth chart, your money wells, if you have millionaire, billionaire energy in your chart, if you have money luck energy in your chart, and so much more. Samantha, how are you feeling as a June Cancer? Well, great question, Amanda. Welcome to the chat. How do I get the Reiki trainings? I can't find it. Samantha, I will email you. I will email you. We talked about it. Yeah, I'll email you. If you can't find it, are you able to log in? Samantha, I'll email you. We'll handle that outside of the chat. Good morning, Lala. Welcome to the chat. Okay, so let's get into the machine conversation because it was quite interesting. So it's called a Rife machine. This is not a promotion. We are not affiliated with these companies. He went on his own. You guys know, I think my partner is experiencing a spiritual awakening of sorts. He's already awake to the world. He's always had this knowing about him, but I think he's going through like an actual awakening right now, which is exciting. And he went and got this machine called a Rife machine, and it is basically a frequency machine. We put one coil, which is basically coils of copper and other materials, on one nightstand and one on the other. And you receive basically a tablet, and it's just programmed with all these different frequency playlists. And basically what it's meant to do is like resituate the energy, right? You try to use the link for the Fast Money report. It doesn't seem to be working. Well, that's no good. Thanks for letting me know. Let's see what's going on with that really quickly, because that's like a womp womp. We don't want to deal with that. You know what? Technology has not really been my bestie this morning, but that's not to say we'll change the pattern up. Fast Money report. Oh boy. I just created this page yesterday too, and I tested it all. So that's interesting. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling me. Wow, that's interesting. So when you're sleeping, you're being recalibrated. Yes, exactly. Is Mercury in retrograde? Not yet, actually. I tried to use, okay. Yeah, so basically, Lala, it's interesting because they say to do like, start off like 15 minutes, right? So I've been working my energy, you guys know, for years at this point. And yeah, you're right. It isn't working. Okay, hold on 1 second. And he hasn't really worked with his energy. I mean, he does yoga. We do, you know, he does some meditation work sometimes, but not really that often. And so he went for it. Like last night we sat with that machine on for like probably 3 hours, just like shooting vibrations at us. And I was like, I don't think we should really go like this hard in the paint, like right away. And he's like, that's weird. It's there. And he's like, I don't know, babe, I think we should just go for it, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, okay. So we agreed that, you know what, for those of you that want the Fast Money report, I'm going to update it in my bio link just to the Stripe page. But basically it's what I just told you you're going to get. Okay. So just to avoid this, me working on this while we're talking. Okay. So it's updated for those of you that want it and want to get in line. What frequency am I using? Frequency for sleeping? Is that for DNA rebuild? You guys, we just got the machine, VIP Deborah, we just got it. He was playing around with it. So he set everything up on his side. He has the tablet on his side. I was like, this is your thing. So I'm going to let you be the one that works with it. Oh my gosh. I have my castor oil pack on and I'm like sweating, you guys. 1 second. And so last night we did, what did we do? We did, stress relief, because, you know, obviously he has a high pressure job and I'm like super busy this week. And we did, oh my gosh, we did muscle tension, like muscle relaxation. There is like hundreds of programs, hundreds. So I don't know. We're going to see what happens. This morning I woke up and I saw him sitting there with his tablet. It was the cutest thing. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to go back to sleep. I'm sure that he's doing some sort of frequency healing on us. What I suggested to him is like every night before bed, do like one stress loop. By the way, it's like 3 minutes each frequency, and some playlists have like three frequencies. Some playlists have like 20. So it really depends on what you're aiming for. Hey, Nicole, welcome to the chat. It's called a Rife machine. And I'm not affiliated with this company at all. Maybe someday, I don't know. I don't know if they have like an affiliate marketing thing, but we just got ours. So let's see how it goes. I wouldn't necessarily say I feel any different. It's one day. You guys know when you're working with your energy, unless you're quantum leaping, like unless something really jolting happens. For example, Kundalini awakening. Yeah, you'll feel that energetically. You might not know what the heck's happening, but you're going to feel it. Car accident. Some sort of accident like that where your whole energy system gets really jostled, that you'll feel. But just to lie in bed for a few minutes and do this, although I think it was more like a few hours, because I know him, he gets excited about everything. So let's see how it feels. I don't know, I think I'll pick like something. Like I wear contacts. So I was thinking, what if I picked like eye issues? And then what if I did this machine for 30 days and then I went to the eye doctor? Would my eyesight improve? Would I eventually be able to not wear contacts? I don't know. Let's see, right? It's called a Rife machine. I wish we could meet him. Oh, he will never go on camera. He is so private. You guys, Cancer energy. He's like, no. He's like, I'm not on the internet, which he really isn't. So, but yeah, he's a great guy. Okay, guys, the Fast Money report is fixed. Just FYI, for those of you that are interested. That's my big exciting news, you guys, for the day. Honestly, I feel like, where do we buy this machine? There's a bunch of different companies that, there's a bunch of different brands. Vince Smith, welcome to the chat. So the guy's name, there's a man with the last name of Rife. There's a whole history behind it. And he basically created this technology back in the day. It's meant to like, it's not like they won't put claims on it around curing anything, right? Because heaven forbid people find out that you can heal yourself, because then what would happen? The medical industry would be gone. There'd be no reason for, I mean, other than for emergencies, there'd be no reason for like hospitals. You know, the government wouldn't be able to keep you on the pain pill train or on the pill train. So many industries would collapse, which I don't know. I mean, I think everyone, we can heal ourselves. That's just what I know and I believe in my heart. So it's called a Rife machine. The guy created it many years ago. He's since passed. And he worked, I think he worked on it, something to do with like Lyme disease. You guys, there's so many ailments within the thing that you can program to. It's frequency healing, right? Think about it. You are a chakra system. The chakras are called energy. The chakra translates to the word from Sanskrit to English. It translates to the words energy wheel, energy vortex. So you have 7 of these energy wheels in the body, moving the energy up and down your body. And so if one wheel is going here and one is over here, oh, now we're a little bit misaligned. We have to bring it back. What if one's over here? We got to bring it back, right? We want to be centered. And so tuning forks, I ordered tuning forks. I got them 28 hertz. Woo, amazing. What are you going to do with them? Do you have ideas with your clients, VIP Deborah? So yeah, it's called a Rife machine. Ours, the one we got, there's a guy named Matthew Rife who says that he's like the great family tree with the original inventor of the machine. So that's the one we purchased. But once again, I didn't read tons on the history. I just know, like, I've heard of these machines before. I'm not like worried about it. It's like, you know, back in the day, do you guys remember, I want to say it was like the 90s or the 2000s, where everyone was walking around with copper bracelets on. Do you guys remember that? Because it was helping balance the energy flow in the body. Do you remember? Is that just a thing that I knew? For healing and to sell them. Ooh, amazing. So interesting. I've never seen this before. You guys remember that or no? If not, no worries. But I remember my aunt and uncle had them. And my dad was like, what is that crap? You know, teasing them. But it's like, yeah, it's meant to, you still work. See, okay, good, VIP Deborah. Yeah. So it's very much a thing, right? We're balancing out our energies. Thank you for the heart, hands, hand hearts. Heart, hands, hand hearts. Thank you, VIP Erin. Yeah, my dad had one, KK0311. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's kind of the same concept, except for a little bit more aggressive, right? Not aggressive, I shouldn't say aggressive, a little bit more potent, a little bit more targeted. How about that? Thank you for the baby ghost. Oh, I see the baby ghost. Oh no, when I hit a goal or exceed a goal, I get like a little confetti. That's the noise I was hearing earlier. Got it. Okay. Ah, still in the hospital, Samantha. Oh, just want to stop in and say, give everyone some love. Have a stay. Samantha, I'm going to write down your name really quickly. Give me 1 sec. Okay, have a great day. I hope everything is going well. I hope recovery goes quickly. And I will send you an email about how to access your account. Thank you for letting me know. Samantha, account, energy healing, access. All right, you guys. Lots of love, my friend. Sending all the best vibes. So this machine should be fun. I am interested in seeing how it works from a stress perspective, because I know my partner does get a little worked up. His job is very demanding. I'm interested to see if it will change my meditations. Like, what will happen when I stay with the same frequency for, say, 30 days? So I think I'll do like a test while he's gone. I can just go into my room, lie down in bed, even meditate with it, right? So I told him last night, I was like, if you really wanted to like amp up and just like jolt yourself into a new frequency, like legit, I was like, we could sit in our sauna. We have sauna bags, right? It's like sauna sleeping bags. And so I was like, we could lay in the sauna bags. We could like meditate while we're in the sauna bags, which is what I love to do because it's just like wild meditation. And we could put on our frequency machine and just like be like on Sunday morning, just like, oh, I was like, and boom, you can set yourself up for like the best week every week. I feel like I slept really well last night and I do feel well rested this morning. And I did feel lighter yesterday. Like, I don't know, we both, maybe just because we were kind of like off the day before, we were just like in better moods yesterday. 432 hertz is good for eye healing. Salt halo generators. I have to try this. I have never heard of salt halo generators. What are those? All right, I'm going to Google it because I'm right here. Yeah, 432 is good for 432 hertz, VIP Deborah, and anybody listening, especially 432 and 528. If you are going through a spiritual awakening, you feel like your life is a wild and chaotic, those are the two frequencies you should be listening to. 432 hertz is the frequency of our planet Earth. And that's why a lot of the music that we're listening to today, they realize that music is sound is healing. And to keep us in a lower vibration, depending on the type of music you listen to, by the way, I'm not saying all music, this is not a full on like blanket statement, but like if you're listening to a lot of hip hop, a lot of rap, like that music is tuned to keep you in a low vibration. But not only that, but it's like the spells that they're casting upon you are all about like really vulgar things and very just disturbing things. So think about that when you're like listening to music in general and sound in general, right? What is a halo generator? A machine that breathes life into a salt cave chamber room. Interesting. Yeah, we always talk about when we finally settle down somewhere, like I think when my partner finally retires, because his job kind of takes us where we go. And I'm a very like fluttering person. I'm just like, okay, where are we moving next? And I kind of like it. But I feel like at some point we will, like, once we retire and settle down, we'll buy a house somewhere in a tropical, warm, beachy climate, because that's the type of people we are. And we talked about it. I was like, when we buy a house, like if we're gonna actually really buy a house and like invest in something, I was like, let's just like let's just create it so zen, like salt room, clay room, you know, like red light room, like red light infrared therapy. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So he's like totally crystal room. So yeah, like a whole spa house. Oh my gosh, that's like my dream. Vince Guarini, the peanut guy. I've never heard of Vince Guarini, but thank you for letting me know. Marsha says, I'm wanting to try the sensory deprivation tank for meditation. Yeah, I've heard really powerful things about the sensory deprivation tanks, or like the float tanks. Oh my gosh, I had a friend who did it, and she said it was like out of this world crazy, like nothing she'd ever experienced. Because think about it, your body, you're talking like the float tanks, right? Because your body goes, you're floating, so you don't have to work. Your whole body relaxes, and it's pitch dark, totally silent. If you have any claustrophobia, I would say don't do it. It sounds like you might want to like break free very quickly. We have a new salt room in town. I'm excited to try it. Ooh, nice, Aaron. I love that. VIP Aaron. You have heard of them if you've ever watched any of the Peanuts movies during the holidays. Oh, the Peanut. Okay, I was like, who? But yes, I know the Peanuts. Okay, got it. Thank you, Lala. Thanks for clarifying. I was like, I don't know the Peanut guy. VIP Deborah says, zero gravity. It's a good meditation. Yeah. A local one here is only $25. Holy cow, that's a deal. Now I'm Googling salt rooms. Yeah, I used to go to a really nice spa in Los Angeles that had like a clay room, a jade room, an ice room, a salt room, and then like a really hot room. And it was so good. Summarizing everything, I understand. I'm summarizing everything. I understand. It doesn't make sense. No, that's okay. I'm just like not totally in your brain. And you guys, I feel like I got a really deep sleep last night. Now I also feel like, because this is a jam-packed week for me, I also feel like I've been at my computer more. I've been doing a lot of like mental work, right? A lot of channeling. So I just, in general, I can feel my energy. I'm not tired, but I'm moving at a slower pace. Now, from a slower perspective, I'm talking like my brain functioning, like how quickly I'm like understanding things even. I'm just like, huh? What? What's going on? Yeah, so it's going to be quite exciting. If you guys have questions about it, I don't know. I think I want to try it. Like, I'm just trying to decide because I want to experiment, right? You know, I view my life as an experiment. If you viewed your life as an experiment, you would release a lot of pressure from your life because it's just an experiment. I shouldn't say just, but in this moment, we need to use the word just. It's just an experiment. It's simply an experiment, right? And so when you view your life like that, it becomes quite simple to um, do things. Do things that you might think that are kind of crazy to do or that are too scary to do because you're like, well, I'm experimenting. So if I'm experimenting, well, nothing can really go wrong, or I can't really fail, right? Because I'm experimenting. So I'm just seeing what's out there. Red One, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Deborah said, VIP Deborah said, my frequency machine only costs like 100 and a speaker to go with it. A good speaker, nice. Just play. It works great if it's not that great too. Yep, exactly. VIP Aaron. Cool, VIP Deborah. Yeah, this one was definitely an investment. Definitely an investment. But you know what? I told my partner, I said, what if you're like the way I see the flow of money for things, for material things, is I kind of break it down by like use. I'm like total, it's like girl math, I know, but it's like, okay, well, if I buy these boots and they're this price, but they're high quality and I know they're going to last me and I'm going to wear them X amount of times each season, then really they're not that expensive. Like upfront, yes, long-term, no. Same with this like machine. I was like, well, it's for our health. The one thing you absolutely cannot put a price tag on outside of your whole livelihood is your health, right? And your wealth. I had a really I had an astrologer back in the day that I loved to watch. Her name was Kelly Rosano. She was kind of this quirky lady. I don't know what happened to her. One day she just stopped posting, just gone. And I was like, what the heck? It was the weirdest thing. But she would always say, your wealth is in your health. Your wealth is in your health. You don't need to get the fast money report for me to tell you your wealth is in your health. Because if you're not well, if you're not overall healthy, you can have all the money in the world, but what good is it going to do you, right? What good is it? Can't enjoy it. So she would always tell me that. So anytime I'm thinking about investing in like teaching, like learning hypnosis, learning astrology on a deeper level, if I invest in my studies, if I invest in my health, I feel like that's like the best money spent, right? The best money spent. Red One, thank you for the follow. Lola says, had high frequency music on in the car last night when I picked up my son. He says, what's this? And then after listening to it, he really liked it. Amazing. VIP Aaron says to Lola, that's awesome. My daughter is coming home this week and I have some for her to listen to. You guys are so, that's amazing. Yeah, it's just an introduction. I think music is the easiest way because it's just music. Simply music. I've been saying just, but it's like in these circumstances it works. It's simply music. Most people like music, right? So you say, oh, you should listen to this music. It's really calming, or I kind of like it. It's cool. Let me show you. Have a listen. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, this is pretty cool. And now all of a sudden they're healing and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. VIP Deborah says, Lala, that's great. VIP Deborah says to VIP Aaron, I really believe it works. It works for me and my friends. It does work. Yeah, it does work. It's frequencies. At the sunroof down, Lala says, and the dog in the car picking up the football practice, and he tuned right in. Amazing, amazing, amazing. There's so many ways we can heal, you guys. There's so many ways. I was actually surprised he bought this machine. I was like, well, we don't really need that. Because you don't really need it, right? Don't really need it. All you need is your own self and the belief in yourself that you can heal. That's it. Because if you can hold it in your head, my favorite Grandpa Bob says, if you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. That's powerful. If you can hold it in your head. Now he says the word hold, not just one willy-nilly thought. Hold it in your head. You can hold it in your hand. So you don't need machines, you don't need the things, but I understand there are people that do feel like they need, not necessarily us, but your clients or whoever feel like they need that. And then think about it too. Many people, we all have different energies. So like if you're working with somebody who has a lot of earth in their chart, earth people are very tangible people. They're like, I can't just think it. Like, I need you to like show me, give me the steps. Like, I want to do some action towards whatever you're telling me, right? So it depends on the energies. And some people might really believe in one thing, and it's the same concept as in a different thing, like say crystal healing versus, for example, sound healing. Both healing techniques, right? Both are healing techniques. But for whatever reason, one person might gravitate towards the crystals while the other person might gravitate towards the sound. Rebecca, thank you for sharing the live. Thanks for being here. The sauna bag is everything. If you don't have access to a sauna, like I don't have a gym membership, and this building, my old building used to have a sauna, which was nice. This building, back when I lived in Santa Monica, there was many different things about living in California than there are here. So this building doesn't have a sauna, which is okay. But I do have a sauna bag, and it's really helpful. Just be careful, like put a towel in there, and don't go too hot too fast, because you can potentially kind of burn yourself up. I have sensitive skin. I burned myself once. I was like, whoa. So yeah, sauna bag, great investment. That's one that's like, I think the sauna bag I got was like $100 on Amazon, and it's like still kicking. Life is good. VIP Aaron says, I have a question for you. I do not want to talk politics, and I know you don't either, but but you're going to ask me anyway. But any tips on how to keep, oh, I see. Not this next week. I'm struggling to keep my nervous system in check around election stress. I've never had this before. Well, it's an interesting question, right? It's an interesting question. And I think my answer might, well, maybe it will surprise you, maybe not. I've been thinking about this a lot too, because I don't like the news, and I've never, ever in my life been interested. It's not even that I don't know what's happening around the world. I'm not just like pretending it's not happening. I'm just not at all interested, because I think that it just feels like back in 6th grade when one kid's like, I'm going to put a candy machine in for free in the cafeteria. And the other kid is like, I'm going to fight for getting out of school 1 hour early every Friday, right? It feels like that. It feels very like, what are we doing here? So as it relates to election stress, first and foremost, what I recommend is just don't have the conversations around politics with people. If people want to talk to you about politics, just say no, thank you. First and foremost, because I feel like that's already just like a whole thing. I remember the last corporate job I worked was during an election year, and it was almost more draining to go have lunch with my team than it was to do the work I was doing every day, because they would not stop talking politics, and it was just so low vibrational. And I just started eventually making excuses, and I was like, I can't come. And I just started going to the gym instead, because I was like, I've got to get away from these people. It's just so negative. Like the whole conversation is just like, so first and foremost, excuse yourself from the conversations. Secondly, the reason that we are in the state that we're in, as far as energetically speaking, is because, and I've talked about this before, but maybe not on such a macro level. I've talked about it on a very like individual level, but we're all very connected now. The internet has connected the world. And so it's not just like you and your community and what you guys think. It's not, the collective is the full on world now, not just the collective of this is where I grew up, or this is where I went to college, or whatever, right? And so recognizing that most of the news is propaganda, first and foremost. So let's just discount half of what you read. And secondly, just breathing, drinking water, going outside. At the end of the day, like, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know if any of it's real. I just don't think it's real. At this point, I don't think any of it is real. And so it's hard to like really even give in any energy to it. Will I watch? Yeah, of course, because my partner's going to have it on, right? But maybe, but I'll probably just read while he's like watching, like, wow, what? Because either way, I kind of feel like it's a lose-lose situation, because the world is so divided right now. So it doesn't really matter which way it goes. I don't think it really matters. I hate to say that. Like, no matter what, we're still in a world where there's war. We're by nature, we are like a fighting species, right? By nature. We've been fighting each other since we've met each other on this earth. When has there been a time that there's never been war? When has there been a time where we've never pushed our beliefs onto somebody else? So I just don't know, like, will that end in this election? Please, likely not, right? So rather than give your energy and spiral to all of that, my very, very long-winded answer is give your energy to something that you love. If you don't want to watch the TV, or you don't want to have the conversations about politics, then don't. Just say, I'm not interested in talking about that. It's really quite simple, but I know, especially if you're in a group like Erin, for you, you're on campus and all these things. Like it's easy for me because I'm not really surrounding myself with people. So I can kind of excuse myself from any conversation I want to have. But you could always just, excuse yourself, ground yourself, stay focused on manifesting your reality, because remember we talked, and maybe you weren't here yesterday. I don't remember if you were here yesterday for this conversation, but Bashar was basically saying, so Daryl Anko was being interviewed, and he was saying Bashar equates the way we're at now in this lifetime as very polarizing, but we live in a polar world, right? This is the energy we live in, you guys. It's the law. One of the laws of the universe is the law of polarity. It's here. It exists. Okay. We're not going to escape it. We're going to have to play with it, work with it. So we don't want a pendulum swing one way, really, really bad, one way, really, really good. So I think about like the people that are so in love, and then all of a sudden they're on a show about investigation discovery for their story about how things went really wrong. Like, how does that happen, right? Because it's a pendulum swing. As much as you love somebody, as much as you can really like hate somebody. I hate saying that, but it's the law of polarity. And so Bashar basically says, choose your happiness, because the whole point and the only way that the collective is going to swing toward super positive, super all-encompassing, loving energy over divisive energy is by all of us choosing happiness, all of us choosing to be open-minded, all of us choosing to not judge, right? If I'm totally fulfilled, I'm open-minded to other people's ideas, I'm not pressing my ideas onto them, and I'm not judging them for what they believe or think, then we should be able to get along, right? We should be able to. Plus, divisiveness relies on people being asleep. Because if you were awake, you know that we are all cut from the same source energy. From the very common denominator, we are the same energy. So we're in this state we're in this very interesting place in our history, I think, or on a timeline perhaps, where a lot of good can come from the drama, right? It's like the dark night of the soul. Everything feels like it's falling apart. Everything feels chaotic. Everything feels like, what the heck is happening? The news doesn't help because it's propaganda, fear-mongering. In one way, it helps that we're all connected on the internet, but it doesn't also help because we can see everybody's viewpoints. We can see all of the drama unfolding in front of our eyes. So we have to really be mindful about our consumption. We have to decide, this is what I'm consuming today and this is what I'm not. This is the happiness I'm going to exude today. This is, the drama I'm going to leave behind. But at the dark night of the soul, what happens? Everything falls apart so something new can be created. And what is this energy other than the energy of Pluto moving into Aquarius? It falls perfectly with the astrology. Pluto lands in Aquarius November 19th for 20 years. Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, the planet of, in the lowest vibration, destruction, in the highest vibration, innovation. Uranus would like to release all the things that no longer serve us. By the way, not from an individual perspective. Aquarius is focused on the collective. So releasing those things that no longer serve us so that we can step into and advance our society in a way that serves all of us. It's powerful, but but our job, especially if you're listening to me, you're spiritual, you are a light worker, you are a healer in some capacity, you're interested in it because your heart is pulled towards it. Your job is to hold the light. While everyone else is running around like a crazy person with their head cut off, crazy chicken with their head cut off, your job is to hold the energy, be the one that says, yeah, okay. Because it is what it is. It is what it is. And is it good or is it bad? Well, if I asked one person, they might say it's good. And if I asked another person, they might say it's bad. I don't know, you guys. I just, at a certain level, you just realize it simply is what it is. And you don't let it get to you anymore. Let me read the comments. Holy cow. VIP Deborah says, I think it's like when I was in college and had 3 and 4 hour exams. You just lock up. Okay, I miss. What course do I recommend starting with? For what? Exactly. For what? KK031. What do you mean, what course? VIP Aaron says, in chat last few days around election strat. Okay, yes, I need that too. You can call me Rebecca, my first name, red one. Okay, nice. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for being here. I don't watch news ever. Good VIP Aaron, keep going on that. Hey, Shelly, welcome to the chat. You don't watch news either. Same. I've never watched news until I met my partner, and then he stopped watching the news. And we talk about that. I'm like, remember when you used to watch news? He's like, I know, that was wild. I was like, yeah, that was wild. I don't talk politics or religion. Same. It's not my vibe. Anyway, Lala says, you're going to decide which candidate you're drawn to and vote for them. End of story. Yeah, and then whether or not it matters anyway, I don't know. That's the thing that I'm like, does it matter? Does it really matter? Are we, it's like, you know, it's like the computer game The Sims. It's like, am I just a player? I'm creating my reality. I know that I'm creating my reality. In my reality, for me, I don't know if it really matters. In my reality, I don't know if it matters. Like, I don't know if that's something that's really important for my reality. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how else to describe it. It's very interesting. VIP Deborah says, we can vote, but it's out of our hands if it counts. We can do all the things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and I also like to, like, you guys think back, like through all the years, all the years. This is one thing I learned. I took a course on trading, options trading back in like 2019. Options trading is kind of a risky thing if you don't know what the heck you're doing. It's kind of like gambling with your money. But if you have some rules around it and you stay true to your rules, you can make a lot of money. Now, the interesting thing about options trading is it's not trading stocks. It's not I make money if the stock goes up and I lose money if the stock goes down. Options trading, if you were to decide to learn it and really create some powerful rules around it, you can make money no matter which way the stock is going, no matter which way. So while people might have investments in the stocks going down and they're losing money, if you are an options trader and you could see that trend and you said, okay, I'm going to put a spread on this saying, I know the stock is going to go down. It's going to land between this price. And by doing that, I'm going to receive this amount of money. While the person next to you is only trading stocks, lost money, you just received money because the stock went down. So what I think about when it comes to politics is nobody's going to tell me how abundant I'm going to be. Not a single soul. I don't care if you're the president of the United States. I don't care if you are even above that, if there's somebody that's higher up. The only person that creates my reality is me and co-creator, God, source, universe, creator. So I don't know if it really matters. I don't know if it really matters, because if I'm the one creating my reality along with my co-creator, right? The two of us together, and I stay focused on what I desire, then that is what's going to be my outcome. I really stopped giving my life up to other people. I really stopped putting my livelihood and my fulfillment and my zest and my joy for life in the hands of others. And when you do that, it doesn't really matter what's happening around you. Somebody can laugh at you, somebody can judge you, somebody can call you a name and you're like, okay, whatever, right? You release any of these like fears or this stress about it. Well, it says the only thing I'll say about the news should only report facts. Yeah, well, the news hasn't been reporting facts for years at this point. So you can like, there's so, I mean, even no matter what choice you make as it relates to politics, like once again, I'm not going to get into it, but you can you can find reels, you can find TikToks of compilations of news channels and all of them saying the same words, the same thing over and over again. What is it? Brainwashing you. It's brainwashing you. The same words over and over and over again. Change the channel, same words. Change the channel, same words. Different face, same words. Different face. Holy cow. What's happening here? How do they all have the same story? By the way, the story. But what is a story other than somebody's perspective of something? You just have to be mindful. That's it. You just have to be really mindful. Yeah. I prefer to create my own reality. Same. Just wondering, what course do you recommend starting with? KK0311. What course and what way do you mean? Courses that I've created, or what do you mean? What course? I'm more than happy to answer the question. I just want to make sure I understand. VIP Deborah says 100% on that. We're all here for our own experience. They don't align with what our wants. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think, either option is going to give everybody what they want. Ultimately, you give yourself what you want. So I think it's kind of silly to begin with. I'm like, I get it at the beginning, at the very beginning. I'm talking like the beginning of establishing the United States. I get how they were attempting to create the government for the people. But I think along the way, we really lost the idea of the for the people part. So if you're caught up in all these government systems, which kind of leads me to this idea. I was watching a show the other day, and it was about people caught up in government systems, and then their mentality around the systems in and of themselves. And I was just like, if you just release the mentality that it's somebody else's fault outside of your own, you would really excel at your life. If you release the mentality that anything was somebody else's fault. Now, I guess there are some, definitely there are some caveats, by the way, but say you did something and then it put you in a specific situation and then you got burned somehow. Then you would have to sit back and say, what choices did I make and how did I end up here to be in this situation, right? There's a huge accountability that's required. VIP Aaron, you're welcome. VF Empress, thanks for being here. VIP F Empress, welcome to the chat. VIP Deanne. VIP Deborah, I voted and what comes out is my hands. Just breathe and focus on you. Yep. Marsha says, isn't that the most marvelous realization? Yep, it is. We need to do, VIP, Deborah says, we need to do extra breathing this morning to release all this. It's all propaganda. But Beck's always sneaking in. Literally don't see you at all ever join the chat. And then it's like, you just throw it, like, just like pepper some things in. I love it. And you have to do your own investigation. Yep, you do. That's the other thing too, you guys. And this is not one way or the other. I'm talking in general. Think about the way that they've structured your life. By this, I say, think about the way they've structured your life. You go to school when you're a little kid, sit for 8 hours a day from 8 to 5, whatever, 8 to 3, very much programming you to sit at a desk to be a worker from 8 to 3 or 8 to 5, 8 to 6, 7 to 6, whatever it is, right? Most people are working way more than 40 hours a week at this point. And because you're working, and then you're like, okay, then they say, get married, more societal programming, tell the government that you're in love so we can collect taxes on you together and keep track of you, and then have kids. And then your kids are going to keep you very busy. And so then from there, you have basically time to get up to go to work, spend a little bit of time with your kids, and then go to sleep. And in between, you get like a 5-minute headline. Like, do you really think that's enough time to do enough investigation to know what's really going on? I'll tell you the answer is no, because my partner is an investigator of sorts and does a lot of research and like hours to understand the interplays and the interconnectedness of it all. And if you don't have time for that, it's very surface level. So it's kind of like that's how it is. Then on top of it, imagine you have family, other family outside of your immediate family, husband, wife, partner, whatever. Now, if you have an illness on top of that, now you're even more screwed. So it's just this compilation of just like keeping you in this state, right? And so you really have to that's why the self-care work is so important. That's why setting aside that hour or 15 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever you can do every single day to set your mind right, to clear yourself is so important. So important. Because they've just created a way for everybody to kind of stay screwed. For the people, peace, prosperity, safety. Back. What happened to my YouTube? Oh, it's still there. I thought I turned it off. I was like, oh shoot, still recording. This is the most bizarre range of chats, but I'm here for it. I know. I am working as I have time over the weekends to like go through my lives on YouTube to like give them a proper name so people know when they're clicking in what they're going to hear. So like, are we starseeds? Staying grounded during the wild times of the politics. Is this world even real? Like, what is the title of this live? I don't know, but I'll figure it out. It was an interesting one to say the least. Yeah, so there's people that believe that they're earth angels. That's what I really thought was me for a long time. People said that I was like an earth angel, and I was like, I don't know, but I don't really. I think it's like who cares what the label is? Because that's kind of an ego thing. Like, I'm here, I'm Lindsay, here to help humanity. That's what I am, right? The rest is like, okay, well, call me what you may. Call me what you'd like, I suppose. It's none of my business. The AP Deborah says, I need to know how you know the difference or how you find out what you are. You go within and you ask yourself, or maybe under hypnosis, we could ask the questions. Dolores Cannon says the number one question everybody asks is what your soul purpose is, right? What your soul purpose is. Meditate. Yeah, you have to meditate. If you desire my higher being, right? My higher self. Yep, exactly. Faith, welcome to the chat. Wait, Faith, Fatiana. Sorry, I'm not sure because of the breakup in your name. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Jenna, welcome to the chat. Yeah, you guys, quick reminder, every question that you could ever ask about yourself, you have the answer to. Every question you could ever ask about yourself, you have the answer to. Nobody else, you. People can guide you. People can spark something inside of you. The healer is a catalyst, right? That's why I don't get caught up on labels, because it's not important. The labels are not important. Plus, what if you labeled yourself one thing? I always think about this. What if I only labeled myself as an energy healer this whole time? Would I also be an astrologer, or am I only an energy healer? I cannot get caught up on the labels. Good morning, Jenna. The second you do, you might be limiting your soul's entire evolution and growth. Why would you want to do that? VIP Deborah, why don't you ask yourself, higher self right now what you are? You already know you're a healer, right? Do you need to know more than that? That's the question. Do you actually need to know more than that? Which you don't have to answer in the chat. I would just put it back to you. Do you really need to know more? Well, I guess what category? What's the Earth Angel? What's a starseed? But why? What does it matter? The category. A starseed is simply somebody who came from a different galaxy, universe, wherever, like the Pleiades. Like a lot of people are starseeds from the Pleiades. A lot of people are starseeds from the Arcturians. Really interested in astrology. Any recommendations and tips on getting started? Rach. Hey, Rach. My higher self's not speaking to me. You believe we all did. Okay, so then you're a starseed. Now, Earth angels, you can Google about Earth angels, but people that are really sensitive, people that are telepathic, psychic, tapped into the energy. Earth angels typically have a mission of really spreading love, really holding space, right? I already know I'm a foundational person in this life. Pick whatever label you like. Exactly, Catherine. Exactly. Yeah. The label, funny, I got galactic. Yeah, galactic. So, VIP Yafa Empress, the Galactic Federation. If you are a light worker on this planet, you are likely, whether knowingly or not, part of the Galactic Federation, because the Galactic Federation is the group of light workers amongst all societies, not just on Earth, all societies. And they work together to bring light to the world, to help humanity evolve in a high vibrational way. For the question about astrology, like to learn astrology, is that what you're hoping for, Rach, or what? I would say for astrology, learn your own chart first. That's very imperative, because once you learn your own chart, you'll know exactly what to do with your life to create it. Like, that's so imperative. So if you don't know your full chart yet, start there. And if you're interested in me reading your chart, it's called the Know Thyself Birth Chart Report. It's 35 plus pages of information all about you in this lifetime. And I would say join now rather than later. I do accept Afterpay and Klarna, which are the kind of payment plan options, because I'm already quoting an early November lead time for reports because I have so many in the queue. 1 second, you guys. I've got to tell TikTok I'm still moving and grooving. All right, let's see what else. My higher self says I'm twisted, backs, and demented. You're sassy. No, it doesn't. You're wild. Earth Angel here, spreading love and healing. I'm so happy that you're on TikTok and that I met you. Oh, Lala. Yeah, I believe that. Lala, you even have like Earth Angel qualities, like that look. I don't know how else to say it. My report still makes me cry. It's beautiful. Aw, VIP Deborah, that's super sweet. I know, you guys, that it's a curiosity around what you are. But could you accept this? Could you accept that you are a multifaceted, creative, spiritual being of the universe? And if you're interested in the words I'm saying and you're interested in spending time with me, then you are a light worker of some sorts and a healer. Healing can be, you guys, healing can take so many different avenues. You can heal somebody just by listening to them. Some people just need to be heard. You can hold space for them. You could heal somebody by saying one something thing about spirituality that all of a sudden turns the light bulb on and does something in their heart that says, huh, what did you just say? And then they go home without you ever even knowing it. And they start researching. And now all of a sudden their whole spiritual journey has started. You can heal with Reiki. You can heal with distant energy healing. You can heal by going live on TikTok and sharing how energy works with others. There's so many avenues. So it's like, let's not get so bogged down in the nitty-gritty details of who you are, which is a powerful energetic being. Now, if you, for funsies, want to go down that rabbit hole at some point, okay, go ahead. But does it really, really, really matter? Or are you just satiating your curiosity? Happy Halloween. My report still makes me cry. That's so sweet. VIP Aaron says, I find it interesting that I don't actually have this curiosity. I'm just here. Yeah, transcended into new frequency, VIP Aaron, haven't you, my friend? And for once, I don't have FOMO about something. Release the FOMO. You cannot have FOMO and stay on your path. Because also, like, your path is what's meant for you. So I think FOMO is kind of like not a real thing. I mean, I know people have it, but I don't think it's like really real. Because how could you miss out on anything that's not meant for you? Oh, whoa. I have to write that down. That was good. Holy cow. Woo! My guides are giving me some good chat today. How could you miss out on anything that isn't meant for you? Oh. Catherine says, at Lala, yes, agree with Lindsay. I feel your energy and look is so angelic. Yeah, it is. It really is. Especially even your photo. VIP Deborah says, I love you and I love you, Lindsay. And there it is. You said it all. Yeah. Just remind yourself. Because the thing is this, if you were to go down a rabbit hole of like, what starseed did I come from and where did I come from? By the way, like once you get into the Akashic Records, you can start to learn that. I haven't spent time to go into the Akashic Records because I've been focused on other things, right? I think my true calling outside of raising the frequency of the planet, the how, kind of the way it happens is bringing awareness to people. So when you become aware of yourself, now all of a sudden you've got this spiritual understanding, right? And you could go into the Akashics, you could learn all this stuff about yourself. But as you're spending time doing that, because it does take time, it takes consistent meditation and all those things, you could be actually doing your light work in the world. And that's where I kind of decide like, okay, yeah, I have a curiosity sometimes too. My ego steps in and says, oh, but don't you want to know about this? And I say, I do. But if I did that for 5 hours, I could actually be healing somebody for 5 hours, or I could be writing a report for 5 hours, or I could be doing TikToks and creating content that brings this awareness out to the world. So then I have to decide, am I committed to my soul mission, which is the raising of the frequency, or am I committed to filling my ego? And I don't really want to commit to that. I want to go towards my soul's evolution and my desires. Catherine says to Aaron, VIP Aaron, LOL, what's that feel like? Forever FOMO. Confirmed. I just got old soul across the galaxy, VIP DN. I believe that. It's time for you to step into the new frequency, DN. You're ready, by the way. You're ready. It's just dipping that big toe in the water. Okay, what's FOMO? Marsha, FOMO is called, it's the fear of missing out. Oh, thank you, Lala. I had FOMO maybe like, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've ever had FOMO in my life. I'm not a FOMO person. I never really had it. Maybe back when I was younger and I would say yes to everything, but I think that was more people pleasing. And now I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go. And they're like, it's going to be so fun. And I'm like, no. I've entered my grandma era. Oh my gosh. VIP Aaron says, I've come so far in the last month since our first chat about FOMO. Go on, girl. Wait, say that again, please. Let me say it again. How could you miss out on anything that isn't meant for you? That was a channel, by the way. When that came through, because there's no way I'm just that good. I'm just tapped in. Hi, I'm a new follower here. Hey, S, welcome to the chat. Where are you looking for this? Catherine, Deanna is looking for it in her soul. She's asking her higher self. VIP Deborah says, right, my higher self told me now. It laughed at me before when I asked a question. Does it matter? I've never had FOMO. Yeah, exactly. The higher self, your higher self is a fun energy, you guys, right? So remember, think about like an iceberg, okay? It's an upside down iceberg. So your body is the tip of the iceberg. We've all watched the Titanic. And then your higher self is the rest. It's huge. You're just like this small piece of energy that's in physical form down here on this like illusionary plane, okay? So the higher self is fun. It's loving. It's supporting. It's encouraging. But yeah, it will have fun with you. Like your higher self will be like, really, this is what we're talking about, you know, and your higher self will give you a little nudge. Like, yeah, just need a little nudge out of the comfort zone. So go do this. Sometimes your higher self will say, okay, my higher self will say, okay, today, Lindsay, you're going to make 6 videos. I'm already like, you guys, I don't know how this is going to work. I do not know, because I'm like, holy cow, this is a lot. But the higher self says, you're going to do it. Don't worry. And what is my higher self doing other than pushing me out of my comfort zone? Helping me. Bex says, have a wonderful day. Happy Halloween. Got to get ready for work. Call. Enjoy your work. Enjoy your day, Bex. Don't work too hard. VIP Aaron says, oh, heck, I do too. You guys, okay, we got to get in the energetic wave. VIP Deanne says, I tried automatic writing yesterday on the witch wound. 2 energies came through. I could feel the difference. It was cool. Yep. Yeah, automatic writing is really powerful. S Star says, I'm an Aries and I resonate most of your November readings. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comment. Thanks for being here. You guys, let's get on the energetic wave. If you can stay for a couple more seconds. If you're new here, it's something we do every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to hit the follow button up here. So TikTok tells you maybe when I'm live tomorrow, so you can get on the energetic wave. Reminder, you guys, that Manifesting Club members, we're manifesting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Okay? Tomorrow, Friday, 10 a.m. with the new moon energy. You guys, I thought the new moon was on the 2nd. It's actually tomorrow. Hello, Lindsay. So yeah, tons of videos in the next couple of days, like 6 a day plus a new moon video. Your girl has work to do. All right, let's close our eyes and let's get on the energetic wave, setting ourselves in a high vibrational energy, breathing in through the nose, letting it go out of the mouth, resetting the energy from this really vibrant conversation. Thank you guys for wooing with me today, breathing in. I really love a good collaboration, letting it go. Breathing in one more time. And releasing it. Thinking of something you're manifesting under the new moon, you guys, this is a powerful moon for manifesting. Scorpio energy is magnetic, it's intense, it's powerful, it's passionate, it's deep. This is a time to really put something out there with like compassion and with like confirmation in yourself and belief that it's going to happen for you. So use that energy. Or maybe you're letting something go so you can finally step into this new frequency that you've been working toward. Whatever it is, think of it now and then repeat out loud if you can, or silently after me if you must, saying it with conviction. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big, showing me your teepers. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. I am strong and I can do this. You're happy, so you're smiling big and showing me your teepers. You're happy you're manifesting. You're happy, you know, you're creating your reality. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. Breathing in, pulling this idea, this thought, this manifestation up the chakra system from the root, up, through the crown, through the top of the head, giving it to God, Source, Universe, Creator to experience, visualize, understand, and on the exhale, bringing it down the chakra system from the spiritual plane, from your thoughts and your ideas down into reality to the physical chakras, cementing it in clockwise fashion to the root. Good. Breathing in, pulling the energy up the chakra system, giving it to God, Source, Universe, Creator at the crown. Maybe holding your breath at the top like I am. And when you're ready, exhaling the energy and the idea and the vision down the chakra system to the root where you're cementing it into our physical reality. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. Will it ever get old? I don't know. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. You are on the energetic plane, my friends. Right exactly at 10:24, one of my angel numbers. How beautiful. I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you're going out and about tonight, realize that it's typically a night of a little bit of chaotic energy. So please be careful and be, mindful, respectful of others, patient, all of those beautiful things. Have a great day. Barbara, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Have a great day, VIP. Deborah. You're welcome, Jana. Thanks for being here. VIP Aaron, I'm glad you could stay with us for the wave. Have a great day. Holy cow, I felt that strongly. Well, amazing, Catherine. Holy cow. Why do we always say holy cow? I love it. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for the likes. Thanks, Melanie. Thank you, S. Make sure you guys follow if you're interested in this type of information. This is what we talk about Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So grateful for all of the new followers. Thank you guys for helping me meet my goal with all these cute baby ghosts so quickly, so fast. And I really enjoyed our conversation today. And thank you for collaborating with me. And make sure, thank you for the follow, Shannon. If you are interested in an astrology report, whether it's a fast money report, your soul's purpose report, or a full-on know thyself birth chart report, get it sooner than later. I have a wait list. I'm kind of quoting around the beginning of November at this point, the first week into November. So get on the list so that you're not waiting all the way until 2025 for me to write your report, because that would be not fun. Lala's on the way. VIP Deborah, thank you for the likes, you guys. 16.7 thousand likes today. We just broke a record for me, I'm pretty sure. So you guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm so grateful for all of you. And I'm so proud of you for taking your energy into your own hands, taking your created reality into your own hands, realizing how powerful you all are. Do not forget it. And share the love and compassion with others. Share the ideas with others without, nagging at them, poking at them. Just share your beliefs once in a while, reminding people that these are what you've experienced, and see if it sparks something inside of them. Love and gratitude to all my friends. Right back at you, Catherine. Thank you guys for being here. I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we are absolutely hard stopping at like 9:55 because we have to do some manifesting inside the Manifesting Club. So see you guys tomorrow. I'll be sending emails about the Manifesting Club details today and tomorrow. And I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 9. 17,000. Go, Lindsay. Go, Lindsay. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Bye. Goodbye to my YouTube viewers. Thank you for being here.